Welcome to a top 15 matchup with added intrigue because the two power players in this sport, the Big Ten and the SEC, collide. Conference supremacy in play. And welcome to Sooner Nation and the Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see last season's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Sooners will kick this deep to start us off. But instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back. It's Lagway. This pass is on target. Caught. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch.
Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Sooners. A great catch and run for 6.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Hayes. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On first down, it's play action. Catch made on the right side. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
The completion sets up a second down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They finally catch the freshman after leading the defense on a chase.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. He's got room to run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Wolverines have first and 10 here. Send the back in motion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Touchdown, Michigan. Add 6 more points to the total. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Who's in the clear? Past the 30. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Zone. It's Hayes. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. He gets loose.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Marsh. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
First and 10 now for the offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, but you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Now the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. They flipped into the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The receiver makes the catch. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that 1st down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the 1st down.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Looking to throw yet again. He'll throw it now. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. To the air, it's Lagway. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On the move now. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on...
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
The Sooners will look to convert here on fourth down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Trying for a fourth down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have a first and goal right there.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Pass rush closing in. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. And the back now goes in motion. To the air. It's Lagway. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
In the backfield, it's Haynes. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. What a catch! And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. High completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They'll try the ground game here. Fights off a defender. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
He escapes the pocket. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And the Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Pressure is coming. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Zips it down the middle. Catch made down inside the 25. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Sooners. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble. It keeps going. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
You know, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Ball carrier tackled there. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Caught quickly. Oh, the spin move. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, there he is again. Another nice completion to this slot receiver, and he picks up the first down. You know, there's so much attention on the outside wide receivers, but if I'm trying to defend this offense, I'd be worried about those one-on-one matchups on the inside against this slot receiver.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
The thing about this tight end is he is not only a great blocker, but shows here early in this game he can make great catches as well.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, what a grab! Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And he drops back in the gun. He's got it near the end zone. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's tough to play defense inside the 5-yard line, spread all over the field. They do a good job of pressuring, but more importantly, they keep the receiver short of the goal line.
The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. This will likely be the last play of the half. They look to throw it here on second down. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
The extra point is good. The down-run touchdown, 21-14. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Back in motion now to throw. It's Lagway. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Hudson. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day. I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. On the move now. With the catch, it's Hudson. And the defense brings him down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
The receiver grabs him. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
That's how you do it. The receiver's able to get away from the first tackler, but not the second. Good job to bring him down and prevent that third down conversion.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That strong coverage there. He tackled him at the 11-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Play fake, looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Fights through the tackle.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Play fake, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Try and run it. Here's the running back. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Keeping it on the ground here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That's caught. It's Wheeler. He's found some room at the 45. Here he goes. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
What a game here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
And the Sooners with first and 10 here. Ball handed off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Important second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, what a sack by this defense. It just feels like they've been a little bit on their heels on this drive. The offense has had their way with them. They come up with a huge sack, and now they get them to third down and long.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He escapes the pocket. Receiver makes the grab. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the BAT puts him up 17 now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a handoff. He's past the marker and still going. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 3. Second down coming up. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Running out of time in the pocket. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's pass. They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now from the 37.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Oh, and he can't quite hold on. Chance for the big fella to come up with a takeaway there. Sets up a 2nd down.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game, and why is he throwing the football?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Defense is coming after him. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Hey, it may be a little bit late, Chris, but they get the interception they're desperately looking for. Now, they're still down by 3 possessions, and it's a long shot. But if they can score and maybe get an onside kick, who knows?
Quarterback can throw this out of the RPO. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
They've got it, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a 1st down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Wolverines will come to the line to crank up the tempo. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but a big play for a 46.
Gain of 20. And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunk play. Gain to the 35-yard line.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense will decline the penalty after that big gain. The Wolverines line it up with 1st and goal. The shotgun running play call. And he'll be brought down. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Sooners. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Second and 10 after the previous play. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
But trailing by this much in the 4th quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. It's another deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he
are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense, give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22. The Wolverines come to the line in a hurry-up.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on 4th and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker, and they're unable to do it here.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Wolverines are in the red zone now. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught by the receiver. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. The Wolverines looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. A pre-snap motion from the offense. 1st and goal, handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's now picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Caught near the goal line.
Well, they're going to come up short of the end zone, and now they've got an interesting dilemma on their hands. Down by a couple possessions, do they go for a field goal and hope to get the ball back with a chance potentially to win the game? Or this close, do they pull the trigger and take a chance to get the 6 points now?
They can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
So the drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. Tight end goes in motion. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
On the double. Jackrabbit.
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Hudson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to throw. It's Lagway. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Gets some space around the 30. Great cut. They whiff on him. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. A massive shift in field position in one play. Inside their own 10, they're now threatening to score. Breaks into the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. That was crucial, Kirk. Barring something crazy, that should be enough to secure a mild upset in this early season showdown game.
On paper, this looked like an upset, but they sure carried themselves out there tonight like they were favored. Still a long way to go, still can get better, but possibly this football team could make a run in the postseason.
And it's the defense stopping the clock now with 14 seconds remaining. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. one, I mean, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave them the chance not just to win, but to blow out this respected team.
They came in at the very beginning of this game. You can almost feel it, a chip on their shoulder. Every single possession, they seem to be locked in on both sides of the football. Now, what can they do with a win like this, realizing how good they are capable of playing?